Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Suzanne Arnett, Regional Director of Clinical Partnerships at the SELA Network of Eating Disorder Programs. Our Eating Disorder Network is comprised of 3 programs: Magnolia Creek, SELA House, and Toledo Center for Eating Disorders. We meet clients where they are and help them understand that recovery is possible. Today, we are featuring Magnolia Creek that is located near Birmingham, Alabama. At Magnolia Creek, we treat women 18 and older with primary eating disorder and co-occurring substance abuse. And I am so lucky and blessed to feature our Director of Nutrition Services, Leigh-Ann Bamburg, along with an even more special guest, Chef Mark. Nobody's met you before, so we wanted to do something special. Happy 4th of July. And Chef Mark is going to prepare something yummy for us, I'm positive. Leigh-Ann, why don't you tell us what you guys are preparing there, and also tell everyone about what you guys prepare for meals or snacks and how that dessert that you're preparing ties in with our food philosophy at Magnolia Creek.
Okay, so we're making a fresh berry trifle dessert. And at Magnolia Creek, we very much operate from both an intuitive eating and health at every size standpoint. We believe that these approaches are the best way to find complete freedom from both food rules and negative body image. We believe in eating both kale and cake and believe that both can provide nourishment, whether that's through physical nourishment or emotional nourishment. And we believe in joyful movement versus rigid exercise. And ultimately, we believe in food freedom and body positivity. We find a lot of joy here at Magnolia Creek in helping others attain not only freedom with food, but with exercise in their bodies as well. So for how this specific recipe kind of aligns with our philosophy, as a culture, we tend to neglect the social, emotional, and psychological aspects of health. And we tend to focus a lot of our attention on the eating and exercise aspects. And because of that, in turn, we've begun to normalize disordered eating and eating disorders. And so our hope here at Magnolia Creek is that we can begin to break down the barriers of the eating disorder, begin to have the client challenge all internal eating disorder food rules. And, for someone that's struggling with disordered eating or an eating disorder, a lot of times because of those self-imposed food rules, desserts are not part of that relationship. And so one of the ways that we challenge that here at Magnolia Creek is through exposure therapy. And so we are going to make a berry trifle. And, we've got the cake here, we've got the whipped cream here. And Mark, how are we gonna put this together?
Thank you, Leigh-Ann. Well, like you said, it's a triple berry trifle. And it's really funny, since we are upcoming on the 4th, this dessert originally is an old British dessert of all things. But like she mentioned several times, desserts can be a challenge, but we try to introduce them in a way that might be something that they can recognize. I think everybody here can see and think about a strawberry shortcake, and we're sort of basing that on, but we're kind of building on that by adding custard, puddings, creams, cake, fresh berries. We're still having a lot of different things going on, a lot of colors and flavors. So the way I'm going to do it is the simplest way possible. It's one way of just taking some fresh berries. In this case, we have blueberries, we have blackberries, we have strawberries. Red, white, and blue is close as we can get it. We have fresh whipped cream that we did. The main idea being is we're sort of building on fresh berries that we can add. Sometimes add a little honey or sugar, especially if the berries are really early in the season and they haven't quite met their peak sweetness yet. I can add a lot of that in there. We'll also bring out the juices. We also add blackberries and blueberries. So all I've really done here is mixed up fresh berries. And then after that, what we literally do is we sprinkle for cake. And a traditional trifle dessert is always built in a glass or something that can easily be seen. You'll see right here that we've done them in wine glasses, and that's to kind of showcase the layers that's really important. The cake, the chignon, the berries and all that. And it's all we're really doing is building it layer by layer. We already have our beautiful glass set right there in front of us, but all I've really done right here is just, to the best of my ability, mixed 3 or 4 different components. I put it in a glass and then spoon it out. It's served cold, which makes it easier for picnics and family get-togethers. And it's just as simple as that, using a few simple ingredients, combining them in an elegant, sophisticated way, and then just calling it a day, spending more time with your friends and family.
Hey, Chef Mark, I just want to know, obviously you're passionate about food. That's what you do for a living. But what do you love most about being there at Magnolia Creek and working at the treatment center?
Oh, absolutely. The environment has is probably the best part of it. I came from restaurants and catering. That can be kind of an aggressive, so to speak, environment. But here is an environment of a lot of growth, a lot of opportunity, and most important, a lot of positivity. And quite frankly, it's rubbed off a lot on me, and it kind of helps me mentally and emotionally kind of learn more about myself and how I view life, and gain a little more humility as I work to help and make an impact on these young ladies' lives.
Great. That's awesome. And I tell you, that dessert looks amazing. I wish I were there, but due to COVID, you know, we're only allowing so many people at the treatment center. You guys that work directly with clients get to visit, and I don't. But I'm in my kitchen, so I may whip that up and try it for the weekend. I think my family would love it, and you guys watching right now would like to have this recipe. We will post it here on the Magnolia Creek Facebook page, so you can be looking for that there. And one thing to tell you, for more information on our eating disorder services in the SELA network of programs, visit any of our websites. Magnolia Creek's site is magnolia-creek.com. Or contact our admissions team anytime. They're there 24/7. The number for that is 866-92-FREEDOM. So everybody, you guys have a safe and happy 4th of July, and we hope to see you next week.